We will build all the way up through the final and third place match on Sunday, where the top 4 teams that qualify for the semifinals will then move on to the 2021 World Cup in Lithuania later this year. Here is a look at Group D. Cuba and the United States considered the 2 favorites coming in Group D, while El Salvador and Nicaragua will be looking to pull off a couple of upsets, and this Cuban side is a strong side coming into this 2021 competition, making their 7th appearance. They have finished in 2nd place on 4 occasions, but last time out in 2016 finished in 4th place. As for Nicaragua, it is their 2nd ever Concacaf Futsal Championship appearance. They only reached the group stage in 2000, so their first appearance in quite some time here for Nicaragua, but they have a renaissance of the game of sorts in the country, and they are looking to make it on the big stage here in this Concacaf Futsal Championship. I'm Josh Eastern, happy to be with you on this Monday, the first, as we mentioned, of 5 games today. We'll have 5 more games tomorrow, 5 more on Wednesday before we take a break on Thursday, and we get into the knockout stage come the weekend, starting Friday with the quarterfinals, and the winners of those quarterfinals will then qualify for the World Cup later this year. But plenty to talk about in Group D. It is the only group with 4 teams in it, the others just 3, which means these teams will play each and every day in the group stage on Monday, Tuesday, and on Wednesday, while the other teams will have an off day in the other 3 groups. So we are building up to first kick here from the Concacaf Futsal Championship in Guatemala City. It is Cuba and it is Nicaragua in game number 1. The teams will be making their way out here very shortly. And here come the teams out onto the pitch, led by today's referee crew, led by Ronnie Castro. He will be the first referee. It'll be Cuba in the white tops and the red shorts, and Nicaragua will be in all blue today as the teams make their way out for game number 1 of this CONCACAF Futsal Championship. Of course, this CONCACAF Futsal Championship postponed from 2020 due to the COVID-19 pandemic, but a chance for all of these nations to raise a trophy at the end if they are so fortunate to do so, and even represent their country on the world stage at the World Cup later this year. But it all starts here today. It's Cuba and it's Nicaragua. We'll step aside for the national anthem for both sides ahead of first kick here from Guatemala City.
Damas y caballeros, les pedimos ponerse de pie para el himno nacional de Cuba, seguido por el himno nacional de Nicaragua.
anthems complete, and we are just about set for first kick. A look at today's captains and referees. The head ref will be Ronnie Castro, Josue Molina, and Eric Coelho will be part of the officiating crew as well. The captains, Rainier Socaras and Adali Lacayo for Nicaragua. And we'll go through here the pregame coin toss, as we are just about set for first kick. Let's take a look at the starting lineups today. For Cuba, Yasmani Martinez will be in goal. Alejandro Marrero, definitely one to watch. He played in the 2016 World Cup alongside Sandy Dominguez. On the other side, for Nicaragua, it'll be Rudy Rodriguez in goal. We already met. Adali Lacayo is the captain for this side. Roger Lanuza is the head coach for the Nicaraguan side today. On the other side for Cuba, the head coach, Clemente Reynoso. So here we go, about to kick off this 2021 Concacaf Futsal Championship from Guatemala City. All boiled down to the top 4 teams who will qualify for the World Cup come the semifinal stage later this week. But points in game number 1, of course, so crucial for both of these teams. Cuba comes in the favorite, but this Nicaraguan side, the sport is starting to grow in the country. And we'll see if they are able to potentially pull some upsets. Their first appearance since 2000 in this competition. While Cuba have been here nearly every year. And they are making their 7th appearance. Just about set for first kick. We will get this thing underway. It's Cuba and it's Nicaragua, and here we go. In possession to start, it'll be the Cuban side. Of course, the two 20-minute halves, a 15-minute intermission. Let's see if we can get some good action here. And an early kick in here coming from Cuba. Alexander Manent. Cuban side, scouting report on them, they're pretty good defensively. They can be explosive in transition, but overall they have good balance throughout the team. And we'll see if they can show that against this Nicaraguan side that they should be expected to beat, but of course that's why you play the game. Little flick coming, and it goes out of play. Back to Nicaragua, their first time on the ball here in the early going. Lacayo, the captain. Now for Correa. There's Sequeira. And now Kripp. Good pressure here from Cuba. It looks like it did go off a Cuban player and out for another kick-in. Early shot, it was blocked down. Marrero getting his foot in the way. Another kick in coming for Nicaragua. The captain Lacayo once more. Towards that second penalty spot. Physical defensively here from Cuba. It goes back to the Cubans. Just about a minute gone. Of course, no fans in attendance. We'll see if that affects the players, but they should have all the intensity they need going into this competition. An early touch there for Rudy Rodriguez in goal for Nicaragua. Correa. Now Lacayo. And here's Kripp. Good touch by Manent defensively. Now back for Sequeira. Lacayo, the captain. Stepping in was Marrero to win it back for Cuba. Trying to find an angle to shoot here. Double teamed. He goes down. And the referee says play on. Back for Correa. And at the midway point. And now it's Lacayo again. Nicaragua just trying to break down this Cuban defense. Here in the early going. Just about 2 minutes gone. Here's Lacayo trying to go through the legs. And it was a big intervention by Martinez, the goalkeeper. And it had to be from Cuba. Good build up from Nicaragua, but not able to break this back line quite yet. Manent. And they dribble through some tight spaces, and a kick-in will be awarded to Nicaragua. On the turn, shot coming and goes wide. First shot of the game for Lester Kripp of Nicaragua. Another look at it here on the turn. Would have been tough to beat Martinez on that attempt from that tough angle. That's the first shot of the game coming for Nicaragua. They've been out on the front foot here early. Cuba just trying to gain some time on the ball now. All the way into the corner. Dominguez is in the middle. Marrero on the ball. Cuba put this back into play. Trying to switch the field. And a sub coming on. It looks like it'll be Juan Zepeda for Nicaragua. He replaces the captain, Adali Lacayo. So let's see what Juan Zepeda can provide for this Nicaraguan side. Here's Kripp with the early shot already. Sequeira. Substitute Zepeda. That did go out of play. Kick-in awarded back to Cuba. Well, upcoming for Nicaragua, they'll take on the United States tomorrow before they'll face El Salvador on Wednesday. That is flipped for Cuba, El Salvador tomorrow, and the United States on Wednesday. Last time in this competition for Cuba in 2016, only 8 teams as opposed to the 13 teams here in 2021. Cuba was second in Group B. That was good enough to qualify for the Futsal World Cup, but they did lose in the semifinals and eventually lost in the bronze medal match. Lost out to Guatemala in that bronze medal match, and Panama in the semis. You can see the shot from Cuba going wide. And Nicaragua back in possession. And that did go off of Kripp last, and another kick-in here coming for Cuba. And that's Daniel Hernandez, who was one of those players who played in the 2016 World Cup. He now checks in at that pivot point in defense for Cuba. Ricardo Castillo has also come on for the Cubans. Here he is on the ball. Misplaced pass looking for Hernandez. Kick in now coming for Nicaragua. Run away, the shot will come on, and it'll roll out of play. Something out of training right there from Nicaragua. It was Alejandro Sequeira, the 20-year-old, who put that shot out of play. Just one player on this Nicaraguan roster is over the age of 30, a very young squad for coach Roger Lanuza. They get a point against either Cuba or the United States just to really make this group interesting. Same goes for El Salvador, and the shot comes on, but wide. Talk about the young squad for Nicaragua. It's a bit more of an experienced side for Cuba. Most of the players right around 30 years of age, plus or minus a few years. Kripp taking off the ball. And now it's Castillo playing this wide. Diaz, shot, blocked down. The shot then comes off the woodwork and out of play. Might have actually taken a deflection out. Cuba put this back in very quickly. Trying to turn the corners, Marrero. Shot comes and the save before it's put out of play. Good spell of attacking pressure here from Cuba. You could see it did take that deflection out. Corner kick now coming for Cuba. This will be a kick in rather. Couple of subs readying for Nicaragua here in just a moment. Diaz lost it out of play. Looks like Creighton Downs, one of those coming on now for Nicaragua. There he is, number 2, the 20-year-old Downs. Some early substitutes from both sides. Trying to find that right formula here early in this competition. Game number 1 for both of these teams. There's Excel Espinosa, the 25-year-old, getting ready. It's Downs. Downs, shot, blocked away and out of play. Bit of a slow start for both of these teams in terms of shots, but is really starting to pick up here in the last few moments. Another shot comes on, blocked down. Maybe a counter-attacking opportunity. Couple players get tangled up. Chance here. Big save coming from Yasmani Martinez. It opened up on that right side for Juan Zepeda. And a big defensive play there from Brian Correa. Salinas then played it across. And this one goes out of play once more. Nicaragua, good start for this side. Wasn't sure what to expect in their first appearance in this futsal championship since 2000, a 21-year wait. And they seem very energetic out of the gates. Another misplaced pass. Walter Diaz puts that out of play. Nicaragua playing on the front foot with some energy in the early going. And let's see if they can get one by Yasmani Martinez, the 32-year-old, who's already made some good saves here in the early going. Take it away. Here comes Hernandez, trying to dribble all the way through. And out of play and back to Nicaragua. Good skill. Shot comes. Martinez once again puts it out. And all of the shots here coming early for Nicaragua, at least the ones that are testing Yasmani Martinez in goal. This one coming from Nelson Salinas. Corner kick coming. Salinas in towards Martinez, and he'll pick this one up. And they're saying that is maybe an illegal back pass there right to the goalkeeper. So this will be a set piece opportunity coming for Nicaragua. So just outside the arc. Here it is again. You can see him, yeah. That's Hernandez just touching that with his right toe. It should be an indirect free kick now coming for Nicaragua, trying to break the deadlock here early. Salinas and Zepeda are standing over this for Nicaragua. Free kick right on the edge of the arc. They'll play this, shot coming in, and it's blocked down. Downs had the shot, and it was saved off the line. Not sure if that was headed towards goal, but Cuban defender not taking any chances. Another quick shot coming. A deflection put it out of the path of Excel Espinosa. Here's another look at that indirect free kick. That looked like it was going wide. Now they'll put it back into play towards the end line. Cross into the middle, shot comes. Martinez with the save, and another save from Martinez. He's been big in goal so far for Cuba. And now Cuba a chance just to settle things down. They've been under the cosh here in the opening 7.5 minutes. If you are Nicaragua, you have to love this start. Putting plenty of pressure on this Cuban side. Creighton Downs. Espinosa had his shot blocked down by Berazonte. All the way back the other way now for Rudy Rodriguez in goal for Nicaragua. Some good pressure here shown by Cuba. Downs taking off the ball for just a moment. Ricardo Castillo there in defense for Cuba. Hernandez tracking back and winning it back for Cuba. Cuba is trying to gain some time on the ball. It's been almost all Nicaragua in the early going. This one's intercepted. Maybe numbers here. It's Downs on the ball. All the way across, shot comes on. It's blocked again by Daniel Hernandez. He's been big coming off the bench so far for Cuba in this first half. Downs sends it across, shot comes through, almost slips through the legs. That was Pena in defense for Cuba. And through the first 9 minutes, Nicaragua on the front foot, providing some good attacking opportunities. But Cuba, can they strike quickly? Shot comes, and it's well out of play. And a couple of subs now coming on for Nicaragua. Elias Merlo. Back for Creighton Downs. And to turn the corner, his shot went out of play. Yasmani Martinez has been the busier of the two goalkeepers so far. And he'll roll this back into play. Pena. Back for Villavicencio. Here's Villavicencio once more. Very active Nicaraguan defense. That did go off of Cuba last. Kick in coming for Nicaragua. Merlo. On this near touch line, double teamed, but Downs comes away with it. Looked like he went down, advantage being played, shot goes wide. It looks like now the referee will bring this one back just at the start of the midway point of this first half. It looks like a foul there against Cuba, but advantage was played. Now a chance for Cuba back the other way. And a crucial touch there right at the end. Put that out for a corner. Cuba go quick. Back into the corner. Centering pass, and the shot went wide. Sandy Dominguez. Another shot from Cuba, this one out of play. Looks like a hot day at the Domo Polideportivo in Guatemala City. You can see Downs being fanned off with a towel on the bench. He was very active in his few minutes off the bench for Nicaragua here in this first half. Cripp, and another save. This one by Martinez once more. Lester Cripp, the 22-year-old. Number 7 in blue. Great start for him so far. The referee just making sure Cuba is staying back here. Kick incoming, shot low, big save Martinez again. Getting down to his right side. Yasmani Martinez has been huge so far for Cuba. Plenty of shots coming here from Nicaragua. Well, the history is on the side of Cuba. From this opening 11 and a half minutes, you'd think Nicaragua, the team that has all that experience, they have been really putting some pressure on this Cuban side. It looked like Martinez is trying to pin Nicaragua in there, but they'll restart from the back. Merlo. Cortez. Kick in now coming for Nicaragua. And a whistle, they'll bring it back and do it again. Change of gloves here for Yasmani Martinez. They've been used quite a bit here in the opening 12 minutes. Martinez, good to go again. Merlo will get play back underway. This goes out of play. Intended target there, Jason Cortez. The captain, Socaras, is back out there now for Cuba. At the back. Socaras. The giveaway. Here comes Cripp. Switches the play, trying to get it back. Martinez way out of his line, and now here comes another shot, blocked down. Cuba getting bodies in the way, now in transition. Shot comes, kick saved by Rudy Rodriguez. Good end-to-end action now. Here was that kick save, the shot coming from Alexander Manent. Socaras. Gonna switch the play, it's intercepted. Here's Cortez. Gets this one ahead, shot is wide. Elias Merlo, the oldest player on this team, and he's been active so far for Nicaragua. Can't get it by Cortez once again. So comes centrally for Cripp, trying to play it ahead for Luna. It was poked away. Luna affecting that pass. Another kick in coming for Nicaragua. back in play. Kripp. Nice kick there by number 7, Lester Kripp. Still looking for that opening goal of this competition and this match this afternoon from Guatemala City. And just flick this along. Sandy Dominguez right into the arms of Rudy Rodriguez. Asking for a deflection, it's out. And back to Cuba. Dominguez. Trying to play it ahead for Manent. He went down. And back to Nicaragua it goes. Day number 1 of this 2021 Concacaf Futsal Championship. We are in Group D. Ball played over the top. On the turn, shot wide. Brian Correa there for Nicaragua. Here it is again, just taking that right off the shoulder. And on the turn, it was always going to be a tough angle there for Correa. Hernandez back on the pitch here for Cuba. It's taken away. Kripp. Tackle will put this out of play, and back to Nicaragua it goes. Substitute Creighton Downs back on. Lacayo, the captain for Nicaragua. Now it's Brian Correa. Out of play into Nicaragua it goes. Trying to dance on the ball there was Lester Kripp, taken away. About 5 minutes to play in this first 20 minutes. And still looking for that first goal. Hernandez trying to go right down the middle. Cuba still in possession. Now it's Dominguez. His shot blocked out of play by Lacayo. Be lifted in. Trying to play it back for Dominguez. Long shot coming. Blocked down by Kripp, and he's able to possess. A couple of step overs. Now for Lacayo. His shot right off the chest of Martinez. And now Cuba, can they respond back the other way? Into the corner, and Hernandez couldn't bring that down. Yasmani Martinez has been a wall in goal so far for Cuba. Here it is again. Adali Lacayo. Right off the one on his chest. Here's Creighton Downs. Switches the play for Brian Correa. Trying to isolate him on that one side. Downs. His shot right down the middle and in! Oh, it's a rocket from Creighton Downs, and it's the opening goal of this 2021 Concacaf Futsal Championship. Great angle here from behind. Hit that about as pure as you could, and Martinez could not see it. He was going the wrong way, and Creighton Downs opens the scoring for Nicaragua. So with just under 4 minutes to play in this first half, it's Nicaragua. They have been the side that has really been peppering goal the most, and finally it pays off for the team in blue today. Correa. And now it's Hernandez stepping in. How does Cuba respond? So much experience on this Cuban side. But right now it's been Nicaragua that has been on the front foot and has really been out in front of both of these sides here today. Downs getting stuck in defensively, and back to Nicaragua it goes. Walter Diaz couldn't believe it, number 13 there in white. What a strike from Creighton Downs. Here's Lester Kripp, back for Downs. Salinas. Nearly a loss of possession, if not for Zepeda stepping in. Now some pressure here shown, and awkward back pass there from Nicaragua, and it's put out. Back to Cuba it goes here in attacking position. Shot comes on, Rudy Rodriguez got two hands to it. It's interesting, he goes with no gloves in goal for Nicaragua. Right through the legs, little nutmeg. Rodriguez there to possess it in goal for Nicaragua. Quick substitute as Downs comes off the goal scorer, and it's Excel Espinosa coming on. On the turn, Salinas. Couple more subs. Marrero on now for Cuba. And it looks like a stoppage in play. Timeout coming. And Nicaragua so far with the goal that is the difference in this game so far. And it comes off the right foot of Creighton Downs. And right now, that's Clemente Reynoso trying to figure out what is going on with this Cuban side. They've been on the back foot in this first half. Maybe halftime can solve something. But as of now, Nicaragua looking like they are a bit more poised to capture all 3 points in this opening match today. And here is that goal again. Just able to get it through the legs of Walter Diaz, and then unleashes a rocket back across the face of goal. He had Martinez going the wrong way. Might have been shielded a bit by Daniel Hernandez, but that was hit about as pure as you could hit it. And a kick in will restart play for Nicaragua. A run away, and the shot hooked away by Socorras, and then put out of play. Socorras. Trying to get it through the legs of Espinosa. And it's Rodriguez who is there for Nicaragua. Final 2 minutes of play in this first half. And Nicaragua be able to add on, or will Cuba pull one back and bring it level into halftime? Dominguez can't keep it in play. Play through the middle. Socaras there to knock it away. Tracking back was Patrick Luna. Bit more pressure here shown by Cuba. Back heel for Espinosa. Trying to get by the challenge of Dominguez, and that's a foul on Sandy Dominguez. Second foul of this first half for Cuba. Might have gotten the ball, but then he came through the legs of Axel Espinosa. A free kick opportunity now for Nicaragua. Juan Zepeda. Oh, and a misplaced pass by Nelson Salinas. But it's kept in play. Luna trying to come into the middle. And now Dominguez back the other way for Cuba. Step overs and taken off the ball. Final minute of action in this first half. Dominguez wins it back. His shot, kick save by Rodriguez. Cuba pull one back just before halftime. Coming into the middle. All the way to this near side. Shot is poked away. It was Marrero. Put back in play. Duanes. Socaras. Dominguez. Marrero. And it's taken away. Final 15 seconds. Whose ball will this be? And it'll go back to Cuba. Give a lot of credit to this Nicaraguan side through the first 20 minutes. Final 10 seconds. It's put out of play by the captain, Lacayo. Rodriguez trying to organize this defense for the final 8.8 seconds of this first half. They put it in. Socaras' shot into side netting. Enough there to worry Rudy Rodriguez. Have to put the goal back on the line. Rodriguez here will distribute, just throwing it all the way downfield. And it's out of play, back to Cuba for the final 3.3 seconds. And Cuba will let this first half run out. So the only goal goes to Creighton Downs of Nicaragua. And Cuba, who has finished second place in this competition 4 times in their history, will have to try to come back in the second half against Nicaragua, making just their second appearance in this competition. At halftime from Guatemala City, it's Cuba 0 and it's Nicaragua 1. Highlights from the first 20 minutes of this first half between Nicaragua and Cuba. It's Group D action from the 2021 Concacaf Futsal Championships in Guatemala. Well, we expected Cuba to be the team on the front foot through the first 20 minutes, but it was Nicaragua. They had plenty of good opportunities, and they forced Yasmani Martinez into plenty of big saves. Here was one of the first shots coming on from Nicaragua's Lester Kripp. And then back the other way, Cuba would get a few chances. That would be off the frame of the goal. Good defensive plays, really from both sides. Just one goal in this first half, and here was another big save from Yasmani Martinez, just getting his left hand on it. And then another chance came from Juan Zepeda. He couldn't put that shot on frame. And then another shot from Nelson Salinas. That was a common trend through this first 20 minutes. That was the double save from Yasmani Martinez, who played a big part in the first 20 minutes for Cuba, just to keep them in this game. They haven't had too many chances back the other way in an attacking phase, but Yasmani Martinez defensively in goal, absolutely massive for this Cuban national team. Eventually, Nicaragua would get the goal, but plenty of more chances would go by for Nicaragua. Right off the chest of Martinez again. He has been busy, but here was the goal. Creighton Downs from just about midfield, putting a rocket right by Yasmani Martinez. Look at this again, great angle here. Hit that so true, right into the back of the net and right through the legs of Walter Diaz. And able to open the scoring in this game, and it's the lone goal through 20 minutes. So far, Cuba still looking for that response. Sandy Dominguez towards the end of that first half, forcing a big save out of Rudy Rodriguez. But come this second half, curious to see if Cuba can get more chances as they did there at the end of the second. So the second 20 minutes coming up here in just a few minutes from Guatemala City. We are back for the second half of this Group D game, the opening game in the Concacaf Futsal Championship here in 2021. At the half, it is Cuba 0, it is Nicaragua 1. This would be quite the twist to Group D in match number 1 should Nicaragua pull off this upset. And the teams are just about set for the second half, and we are just about set to kick things off once more. The difference in the game is Creighton Downs. His goal just past the midway point of the first half is the difference. And 20 more minutes to figure out who will be getting the points today. Just about set to go. Both teams ready. There's our head referee, Roddy Castro from Costa Rica. Blows his whistle, and here we go. 20 more minutes. Can Nicaragua hold on against Cuba? It looks like an early foul going against Cuba. That's the captain, Rainier Socorras. Here comes the shot, and it goes wide. Here's Marrero, and he'll play this back for Yasmani Martinez. Definitely the busier of the two goalkeepers in the first half. Manent, Socorras, back for Manent. Now Marrero. It's put out of play. First touch of this half for Rudy Rodriguez. Throws it all the way back downfield for Lacayo. I'll play this downfield, and Martinez just has to put this out of play. Another shot blocked out. Nicaragua starting this second half, much like they played in that first half, out on the front foot and trying to put some pressure on this Cuban defense. Play it in short, looking for quick passing. Dominguez steps in to win it back. Now Socorras and Manent. That ball did go out of play. It'll go back to Cuba. So how will Cuba respond? I'm sure it was a interesting halftime locker room with Clemente Reynoso. And on the other side for Roger Lanuza, I'm sure just much of the same for Nicaragua. A very low scoring first 20 minutes. And we'll see if that picks up here in this second half. But both goalkeepers have been very good today for both sides. Looked like a foul kick in there, and back to Cuba it'll go. Just past 2 minutes gone in this second half. Martinez has to put this out of play. Good energy once again from Nicaragua. That time it was Axel Espinosa putting pressure on. Luna, he'll take one on, blocked down. Good footwork there from Socorras. But then it was left behind Castillo. And this shot will spin out for a, let's be a kick in on the far side. Good work by Martinez to avoid the corner. Shot coming on and a big save. He was able to make the catch, Martinez. Boy, he has made big save after big save so far this afternoon for Cuba. And last-ditch defending back the other way from Patrick Luna. Manette will put this back into play for Cuba. That's the top of the box. Marrero's shot is off the back of Luna. Put it back into play quickly. Socorras. It's poked away. Teams switch ends, and that means switches benches as well in their defensive half, which is where they make the substitutions. As you can see, Brian Correa ready to come on for Nicaragua at the next possible moment. Towards midfield. Hernandez was looking to tee one up there. Can't get it by Lacayo, and Hernandez will let this run out for another kick in. Low drive coming in. It was flicked up into the arms of the waiting Rudy Rodriguez. Good skill by Lacayo. And his shot right off the back of Daniel Hernandez. One of those 5 players who played in the World Cup back in 2016 and who returned for this team here in 2021. Another shot is put out of play by Yasmani Martinez. There was the shot coming on. Brian Correa. Brian Correa once more, and Martinez makes another save for Cuba. On the turn, Manent will get this right back. His shot didn't get much power behind it to get it by Rudy Rodriguez. Here comes Nicaragua again. Quick sub with Lester Kripp coming on. And Lacayo also coming off. It'll be Sequeira, one of the starters, back on. Physical play here. Cuba nearly in. It was Hernandez who had his shot saved. Another chance here for Cuba. Kick save. Still here for Cuba. Manent. It'll be a corner kick. Rudy Rodriguez being called into action in goal. Marrero's shot blocked out of play. Frenetic first 4.5 minutes of the second half. Marrero, Hernandez. As the goal scorer Downs waits to come back on. Manent just trying to pop that up in the air for the oncoming Marrero. And the shot was out of play. Brought down by Sequeira into the corner. Physical play, and it'll go back to Cuba. Here's a look at it again. And it's stolen away. Kripp ahead, Sequeira. Martinez got a touch to it, the goalkeeper. Kept in here. And Nicaragua gets something out of this, and back to Cuba it goes. It was Correa and Sequeira leading that break for Nicaragua, but nothing coming of it. Remember, the first of 5 games today on this Monday, and all teams in Group D, the only 4-team group, will play each of the first 3 days of this competition in the group stage. The top 2 teams will move on from each group. Shot comes on, and it's blocked out of play. Corner kick, Cuba. The next game coming up, the United States and El Salvador. Here is another look at that shot from Manent. His fellow number 2, Creighton Downs, sliding in to knock it away. Manent will drive this in, and the first time shot just popped right up into the air by Lazaro Peña. Sequeira on the turn, and it's put out. Knocked ahead, shot, kicked away by Rodriguez. That ball did go out of play. Well, next up for Cuba, it'll be El Salvador. Nicaragua will take on the United States tomorrow. This shot blocked. Berizante. Sequeira trying to keep this in, and he does well. He loses possession. Hernandez. Play this up ahead. Shot comes on. It's out once again. Corner kick for Cuba. Bit more pressure from Cuba in this second half in an attacking sense. Might have taken a deflection from Downs on the way in. Hernandez keeps it alive. Shot comes on, off the post. Might have taken a slight deflection off of Rodriguez. Now here comes Nicaragua back the other way into side netting. And Cuba wants to go quick. Downs takes it away, already the goal scorer today. And his shot dragged wide. Two-on-one break here for Nicaragua. Shot, and it was blocked away at the last moment. Daniel Hernandez has been big in defense for Cuba in this game. Might be asking for a substitute now, or maybe just some more help defensively. Cuba might have to start throwing a few more numbers forward if they want to find an equalizer and some sort of result out of this opening match. This young Nicaraguan side. It's a sport that's been played for a long time at a community level. Lots of parks with courts in the country of Nicaragua. A couple of players have even gone to Costa Rica to play professionally, but a new pro league was put in 2015. It's starting to show here in this competition. A big foul coming on by Rainier Socorras, and a player down for Nicaragua. And a free kick coming, yellow card issued to the captain. Just completely missing the ball there and sending Lester Kripp down. Kripp is still down. Ice for Kripp, who is down. Kripp will be able to jog off under his own power, and they'll wipe down the field. Who will take this now for Nicaragua? Downs is standing around it. Merlo may be creating a bit of a wall. Salinas standing right next to it here. What will it be from Nicaragua, and can they beat Yasmani Martinez for a second time today? He's been fantastic in goal for Cuba. A second goal for Nicaragua could really change things. Nelson Salinas for Downs, and his powerful shot is off the back of Socorras and out of play. Here's Kripp. Nearly loses possession, eventually does. He commits a foul. Free kick now for Cuba. Ernesto Duanes. His shot, well out of play. Nothing really doing for Cuba's 14. Played wide. Here's Lester Kripp. Downs. Some good skill today. Still Downs. And it's put out. Corner kick for Nicaragua. The youngster Creighton Downs, just 20 years of age, going up against the 30-year-old there, Rainier Socorras. Downs puts this back into the middle. Duanes has it knocked away. Kick incoming for Cuba. It's taken away. Here's Creighton Downs getting this wide. It's Kripp. Steps by one and makes it two. Beautiful move from Lester Kripp, and it's 2-0 to Nicaragua. Look at this again, out in transition. Steps by Socorras and goes right into the top for Nicaragua. What a shot from Lester Kripp, just putting it in that top corner, and Nicaragua has doubled its advantage. It's 2-0. Yasmani Martinez beaten for a second time, and now things really get interesting for this Cuban side. Socorras will earn a kick in. This is a Cuban side that has never finished worse than 5th, and that was in 2012 as this shot comes wide. They've made it into the knockout stage each time. They have been in the World Cup 5 times previously, the last being in 2016. They missed out in 2012. But this is a Cuban side that, if they don't get a result today, losing the first game always puts you on the back foot. And that will mean getting 2 wins in the final 2 games will be an absolute must. Still, the United States and El Salvador will play later on today. That's the next game up here from Guatemala City. Trying to switch the play. Kripp beats Socorras to it. Here's Downs. This group has been very good. Played ahead for Creighton Downs. His shot is wide. Marrero. This is knocked out right at the midway point of this second half. Another sub will come on for Nicaragua. Patrick Luna. Trying to switch the play back was Villavicencio, and he put it straight out looking for Alexander Manent. Rodriguez right down the middle. Trying to play this out wide. There's Patrick Luna, and out for another kick in. Chances for Cuba in this second half have been few and far between. There's another time where they just give up possession. Trying to play out of some pressure here from Villavicencio. Blocked down. And now here comes Salinas down the middle. Manent, he'll get it right back. Thought he might pull the trigger on a shot. Instead, he'll keep possession for Cuba. Trying to just turn the corner was Diaz, and doing so unsuccessfully. Cuba looking for answers here. Not able to keep it in play. Back to Cuba it goes. Marrero shot and a diving save by Rudy Rodriguez. Much needed intervention there from Rodriguez. That had eyes for the top corner. Manent trying to go through the legs of Luna unsuccessfully. And on the break, here's Nicaragua. The shot is in. That might have gone off a Cuban player, but it's now 3-0 to Nicaragua. How about this storyline in game number one? Deflected in off of Marrero. Martinez might have gotten a fingertip on it. The initial shot came on from Elias Merlo. But that one passed the line, and it's 3-0 for Nicaragua. How about this from the Nicaragua national team on day number one in game number one? Cuba, a perennial Concacaf power in futsal, have not been able to get it done. Might they pull one back? They do. An immediate response. There it is from Cuba, Roger Moraton, and it's 3-1 Nicaragua. Can't ask for much more than that. A fortunate little deflection there. Good footwork by Marrero, and he was able to get the assist. So Roger Moraton hasn't played much today, but he's making it count here. Able to find the back of the net for the first time for Cuba. Quick stoppage before we get back underway, but here we go. All of a sudden the goals have woken up here. Lacayo loses it out of play. Still plenty of time for Cuba to find 2 goals. Luna loses possession. The kick in now coming for Nicaragua as they just try to see this game out. Go right through the middle. Merlo. Martinez called into action. Merlo shot off the post. Now this game really starting to wake up. And 8 minutes to go. Quite a finish we'll have here. Guatemala City, day number 1 of the Concacaf Futsal Championship. A heavy challenge coming in with exactly 8 minutes to go. Axel Espinosa will be set to come back on. There was the foul. Walter Diaz just taking out Patrick Luna. Cuba putting more pressure on. Here's Hernandez for Dominguez. Diaz. Here's Hernandez. Cuba trying to just gain some more time on the ball. Moraton is fouled, colliding with Luna. Taking out that right leg was Luna, and he might have taken the brunt of a challenge as well. But it's Moraton who finds himself down on the pitch. Clemente Reynoso trying to find a way back in this game for his Cuban side. And of course, not the way that he would want to start off this Concacaf Futsal Championship. But still plenty of time left. On the ball, taken away, and a foul. Captain Adali Lacayo. Passing it around the back, Brian Correa, pressured by Hernandez. Rolling this all the way back down the other way. Dominguez. Back for Hernandez. Misplaced pass by Verizonte. Playing this down the line, into the corner. Taken away. Here comes Cortez. Taken off the ball by Castillo. Flicked along, good chance coming. And a big intervention coming from behind. Jason Cortez, the winger, tracking back in defense. Here it is again. I think he got a touch on that to put it out wide. Otherwise, that could have been a big chance for Cuba. And on the corner kick, it's won quickly back by Nicaragua. 6 minutes to go. This one rolled in and put out. Corner kick for Nicaragua. Shot comes on. It was dragged wide. Didn't get clean contact on it. Brian Correa. Martinez sends this all the way back downfield. A misplaced pass by Hernandez looking for Dominguez. Off his line, Martinez sliding in. Did he touch that with his hand outside the area? It's a red card. Yasmani Martinez being given his marching orders. And a player who has played a huge part in this game today is disqualified, as that definitely comes off the right hand of Yasmani Martinez. And a new goalkeeper will have to come in now. It'll be number 12, Ariel Perez, 29 years of age. And he'll have to defend a set piece here. A huge blow here to Cuba, who will lose a man. This one put back in play, and just wide. Great opportunity for Nicaragua. And now how do things change without Yasmani Martinez? One of the best players in the game so far for this Cuban side. Well, they'll have to do it. They're down a man for just a little bit. It was the right call by the referees. They were spot on. That's a tough pill for Cuba to swallow. Lacayo. Cortez. Lacayo. Back for Cortez. Now for Downs. You can see it's the man advantage. Nicaragua really just trying to pass this around. We'll get the substitute on. 4-on-3, at least for field players at the moment. Downs' shot well out of play. So Cuba just waiting for the end of this 2 minutes now before they can get another man back. At the end of this game, chasing 2 goals. It's been very difficult here for Cuba, and they'll just have to do some defending here and hope they can score 2 successive goals very quickly when they get Dominguez back on. It looks like we'll come on when he is allowed. Lacayo. Here's Lacayo, the captain. Downs. This is chested back. And they'll just try to send it all the way downfield and out of play into the corner. The kick in coming for Nicaragua. It will be the goalkeeper that puts it back in. Downs, already 1 goal to his name today. Cortez. Lacayo. Downs on the overlap. Sends it up into the stands and out of play. 3-1 to Nicaragua, 3.5 minutes to go. Cuba just trying to gain some time on the ball now. Hernandez. Socorras. Now they're back to 4-on-4 field players. Hernandez trying to play this forward for Dominguez unsuccessfully. Brought down by Hernandez. 3 minutes to go. Marrero right into the waiting hands of Rudy Rodriguez. Back down the other way for Downs, but he lost it out. It looks like a timeout here called with 2:56 to go. A big final 3 minutes in Group D. It can really shape the complexion of what this tournament looks like, at least in this group, the only group with 4 teams. The United States and El Salvador will play coming up after this game. And then, of course, 3 more games throughout the other groups. Perez is trying to stretch himself out after coming on just a few moments ago. And it looks like they're going to bring him off. They'll designate a goalkeeper, but they want an extra field player here chasing a couple of goals. So nobody in net for Cuba, the extra man here for Cuba. Socorras, but now he needs to get back in the arc. And a good job by Manent to block that down. Dominguez. And now a chance here coming for Nicaragua to put it away. 4-1 Nicaragua. Juan Cepeda puts the finishing touches on it. And this should be a big opening day win for Nicaragua. Here it is again, right through the legs. Nothing Socorras could do. Cuba loses possession, and they now trail 4-1. All the credit in the world going to Nicaragua today. What a performance. Now just waiting to put this back in play is Cuba in the final 2.5 minutes. Now there's some sort of discussion. They'll bring the regular goalkeeper back on, you could say, Ariel Perez. Now technically 3 different players in goal today for Cuba. There's a discussion as to whether Socorras is maybe eligible to play in goal. I don't know the exact conversation going on. So Perez will just act as another field player here for Cuba. Here he is on the ball. Now they're chasing 3 goals with 2 minutes to go. Hernandez, Marrero. It's cleared away. All the way into the corner. Cuba musters something up here in the final few minutes. Goal difference also a factor. It's one of the first tiebreakers should there be a couple of teams level on points, and you think Cuba would be pretty competitive in their next 2 matches, as they will need some wins. Knocked ahead, potential handball. I think the referees did spot that. Free kick coming for Cuba just outside the arc. There it is, watch the left hand, yep, right there on Juan Cepeda, the last goal scorer for Nicaragua. So free kick coming for Cuba, and it looks like it's Alejandro Marrero. The 31-year-old will step up, trying to pull one back for Cuba. His shot saved. Rudy Rodriguez gets his hand on it and pushes it out of play. Manent will have to send this back for his goalkeeper Perez. Nobody technically in goal. Perez has been acting as one of the field players, unless they're under pressure here like they are. Marrero will play this along. Sliding challenge from Zepeda. Final minute of action from Domo Polideportivo in Guatemala City. Hernandez. Marrero. His shot dragged wide. Maybe starting to set in here for Cuba. Just 47 seconds left. They are looking like they will get away with 3 points. That's a huge 3 points for Nicaragua. Final 20 seconds. Nicaragua is 11 seconds away. Just their second appearance in this competition ever. And they are about to spark a major upset over arguably one of the top teams in Concacaf. Another one sent downfield, and it's out of play. And here go the final seconds. Nicaragua, for the first time in this competition's history, are winners in the group stage. The first win ever for Nicaragua on the Concacaf stage. And it comes over Cuba 4-1. What a performance from Nicaragua this afternoon to open this tournament. A really impressive performance. Creighton Downs, Lester Kripp, Juan Zepeda, along with an own goal. Those are the goals for Nicaragua. On the other side, Roger Moraton gets one for Cuba. Full time from Guatemala City in game number 1. It finishes Cuba 1, Nicaragua 4.